The hypocrisy on Salt Lake City is reaching new levels, and something is going on that for the very first time ever I am kind of like agreeing with like Monica Garcia. So the whole thing is just wild, and we need to talk about it. But before we start, welcome back. I'm the real Andy of Beverly Hills. Welcome to another piece of tea. Make sure that if you are new, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And if you are not new but have been with me for a while, make sure that the notification bell is on, or better yet, turn it off and turn it on again. You know the YouTube drama and everything that has been going on. So make sure that you are receiving all of the videos because the tea keep popping. Am I right? Also, season 2 of my podcast Pop Smash is coming very soon, so make sure to subscribe to my other YouTube channel. The link is down below. All right, okay guys, so let's talk about this mess. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City is over. We are moving into reunion, 3-part reunion. You know, we are getting already like little like sneak peeks here and there, you know. But I wanted to talk a little bit about, you know, how the hypocrisy is gonna be moving into the reunion. As I have been teasing you for a couple videos before, I do have some information about things that are gonna go down at the reunion, but I am not sharing everything just yet. But we definitely can talk about little things that does not make any sense. You know, I think that these women, some of these women, you know, had this weird agenda against Meredith and Lisa, right? And they are really trying to go the extra mile to do shit that, you know, doesn't even make any sense. We're going to be talking specifically about Meredith Marks, you know, and of course all of the allegations that they are trying to put out there, that she's a pill popper, that she's an alcoholic, that, you know, that she's unhinged, that she's this, that she's that, right? I think every sane person who have watched the show understand that every single action from Meredith has been provoked by the other ladies, okay? And they then try to act like they are the victims. I think one of the problems over here is the fact that Meredith, for some reason, is not able to like really express herself in like the right way or as loudly, you know, that the other ladies do, you know, or like in a more Real Housewife way, which is when you are very sharp with your words and very quickly and you are able to like respond, because Meredith Marks way is a little bit more like calm, you know, and she doesn't like to like really get back to you. You know, we have seen her lose her shit here and there, but it's not, you know, as usual as the other ladies. And you know, that attitude usually works, I think, more like in real life, you know, and like that's how you are supposed to like be, because you don't want to like escalate stuff. But I think when you are a housewife, there are moments that you really need to put your foot down and really go there with these women, you know, specifically women like Heather Gay, like Whitney Rose, like Bronwyn, you know, who are definitely trying to come for you with literally fake shit, you know, or things that don't even make any sense whatsoever, right? Monica Garcia enters the chat. Monica Garcia, Power, Darnell, whatever her last name is, you know. Look, she is a persona non grata for me. I just, you know, I took everything that she says with a grain of super salt, you know. But of course, you know, as a one-hit wonder housewife, her only move right now is going on podcasts or, you know, talking on Instagram or trying to just put information out there, you know. And she's trying to talk from her point of view of what is happening out there, you know. Again, I don't believe everything that Monica says because she has been very problematic, to say the least, right? But she has posted a couple things, you know, that we actually talked before also, and she just posted something recently, trying to call out the behavior and the hypocrisy from the other ladies when they are talking about Meredith Marks having all of these alcohol and drug problems, when allegedly she has, witnessed some of these women have really, really bad problems as well. For example, last time she alluded at the time that Heather Gay allegedly got alcohol poisoning from drinking so much that she had to be taken to the ER, and then she fought with all of the producers to make sure that that footage will not make it out there. She even went on to say that all of the other ladies were basically sequestered into and kidnapped, into their own rooms because Heather didn't want absolutely anyone seeing her being taken to the hospital, so they pumped her stomach from all of the alcohol that she had, drink at that trip, right? So that is one thing right there that is kind of like problematic, coming from Heather Gay, who wants to like subscribe to what Whitney was saying about, Meredith Marks being an alcoholic, right? And then we have Monica again on another Instagram saying, we ready to talk about how worried you were that people will possibly find your snow powder, stash in your suitcase at BravoCon, or are we still playing it like others have the substance abuse problem, And I think at this time she's definitely taking an aim at Whitney Rose, because the rumors have been out there for a while, the rumors and the nastiness. Now, again, take it with a grain of salt because this is coming from Monica's mouth, so we don't know exactly what can be true or what cannot be true, right? However, I believe that the hypocrisy is so big, okay? One of the things that they're going to be talking at the reunion is how Whitney trying to come and talk to Meredith during BravoCon, specifically during the Watch What Happens holiday special, which I was there, front row, literally. I have the video on my TikTok, okay? And how Whitney was completely wasted, drunk. I'm not talking like cutesy drunk, like, oh my God, I'm tipsy. No, wasted. How she had to literally be held by Heather. How she went on and sit down and basically harassed Kathy Hilton. And Kathy had the most uncomfortable face that I have seen her. Because this woman was completely drunk, talking all kind of shit, to the point that Andy Cohen was so pissed that why was she acting like that? And Whitney Rose is literally gonna try to come here and say, oh my God, we were in Las Vegas, we were just having fun, like, oh my God, it was like just a moment, a lapse of judgment, No, you were drunk, you were wasted, you were shit-faced. They had to send someone to literally turn off her mic because Andy did not want anything that she was saying to be out there for everyone else to hear, because she will not shut up. She literally in the middle of the filming stood up from her seat to walk across the stage to try to go and talk to Meredith Marks, who was on the DJ booth. And it was one of the craziest things because, yes, we are in Vegas. I know there is a lot of drinking. I know there is a lot of things. But girl, this is a job situation that you are. You are filming for BravoCon. There is a lot of people working right now. You are filming a show called Watch What Happens Live. So there is no excuse to be that shit face, okay? And then they wanted to come here and attack Meredith Marks, trying to say that she's an alcoholic and a pill popper. Like, the hypocrisy is just insane. Okay, guys? It was crazy. Honestly, like, I remember, and I literally have a lot of videos of that moment. And she would just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. And it was Lisa, Heather, and Whitney. And Lisa was kind of like, shut the fuck up, And Heather will literally have to hug Whitney from behind because Whitney will almost fall several times. To the point that at the end of the night, Justin had to carry Whitney to her room because she could not fall. That's how much she drank at that moment, you know? So it is insane, right? That she goes through all of this. Now we have Monica's allegations. We have all of these, but you want to come here and call out Meredith Marks for behavior that is being created by the ladies. Why was everyone so surprised that Meredith Marks woke up happy making coffee for people and then her behavior changed? Oh, you know why? Because between the coffee and the band, we have Bronwyn over here going after Meredith, saying all of this shit, you know, and also is like going around saying that Seth was having an affair with another woman. So how do you think that is not going to affect Meredith Marks? How do you expect Meredith to be like, oh my God, no, let's just have fun. Yes, ooh, Grease. When you know that this bitch right here is trying to mess with your marriage and this bitch over here is trying to mess with your livelihood, saying that you're an alcoholic and a pill popper. I mean, and at the same time, Meredith has, and she knows this because she has said it several times, let's not talk about what you don't want to be out there. It is time to talk about it, Meredith. It is time to put it out there. Everything that you saw, how Heather is drinking all the time, how Whitney is drinking all the time and doing all kind of shit all the time, how they get high, you know, how they use all those like cute secret words, you know, to do other kind of things. I think it's time to mention it all, okay? This is what it needs to happen because the hypocrisy in Salt Lake City is getting to another level. So anyways, let me know what you guys think on the comments below. How do you feel knowing all of this information? And if you want to watch the videos of Whitney Rose Wasted, I will suggest to go to my TikTok account, Bravo by the Real Andy. Of course, follow, and it's right there, okay? Well, a little part, but I do have more. I'm gonna see if I can find it and just post the whole thing. So anyways, let me know, and if you want to get all the tea related to the Real Houses of Salt Lake City or any of the other Bravo shows, make sure to like this video, share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you around. See ya. Bye.